Chelsea have approached Barcelona regarding a deal to sign teenage forward Marc Guiu, whose release clause with the Catalans is just €6 million. Guiu hit the headlines in October when he became Barcelona's youngest and quickest debutant scorer, after coming off the bench to score the winner against Athletic Bilbao within just 23 seconds. He added another goal in a Champions League defeat to Royal Antwerp to end his breakout campaign with 2 goals in 7 senior appearances. Spanish journalist Guillem Balaguer has revealed that Chelsea have made an approach for Guiu, who could be available for just €6 million, £5 million. The 18-year-old's current contract expires in 2025, and Barcelona have been unable to tie the forward down to a new and improved deal, with Sevilla also showing interest. Guiu finished as the joint leading scorer at the 2023 U17 European Championship, alongside club and international teammate Lamine Yamal, and Germany's Paris Brunner and Robert Renak. He has watched as Yamal, 2 years his junior, has progressed into the senior Barcelona and Spain teams and could decide on an exit to continue his development. Barcelona have generally made a good effort in terms of retaining their best young talents, but they are in a vulnerable position regarding Marc Guiu. The 18-year-old forward was on the fringes of the first team this season, and Chelsea are interested in him. According to Guillem Balaguer, Barcelona have received an inquiry from Chelsea about Guiu, who has a €6 million release clause. His contract is also up next summer, and while Barcelona were believed to be keen on renewing him, they may not have the choice before long. Before Balaguer's report, MD had noted that former manager Garcia Pimienta was interested in bringing Guiu to Sevilla, who will likely have to replace Rafa Mir and Youssef En-Nesyri this summer. If Barca Athletic win promotion to Segunda, he could consider staying, but he still sees Roque ahead of him, and clearly has options to leave. Chelsea continue to bring in emerging talent, having already agreed a £29 million deal to sign Palmeiras wonderkid Estevão Willian in 2025. There is also interest from the Blues in Aston Villa forward John Duran and Atletico Madrid striker Samu Omarodian. Premier League clubs are starting to ramp up their efforts in the summer transfer window, as we wait for Euro 2024 to spring into life. And one player who could be on his way to English shores is Jonathan David, with GIVEMESPORT sources suggesting that the Canada international is being watched by 5 Premier League clubs. Transfer teams are waiting to do their recruitment, but with the continental tournament underway in Germany, it's not an ideal time to do business, with players unable to do medicals. As such, they are biding their time, but for players such as David who aren't involved, the heat is already on with over 2 months to go until the window slams shut. David, who has been described as a silent assassin, has long been linked with a move away from Lille in recent years, but nothing has come of any deal, taking him away from the northeast of France. Recent reports have stated that Manchester United have been the club to make contact for his services as they weigh up a shortlist amid Ineos rebuild plans, but little has come about in terms of a confirmed bid just yet, and fans are waiting patiently for club chiefs to get their summer transfer business underway with a view to a host of summer signings making the trip to Old Trafford. Sources have revealed that David could yet become one of the best value signings for Premier League teams to make in the summer transfer market, with the Canadian being a realistic forward option for many of the top flight's best sides. He has been made available by Lille as they plan for a sale, with United, Tottenham Hotspur, Aston Villa, Chelsea and West Ham United all being touted with a move for his services after yet another successful season in France. It is thought that his price tag will be around £30 million this summer, and with the amount of expensive options on the market such as Benjamin Sesko, who was viewed as a cheap option at £55 million, he is seen as a pretty serious option that many clubs are considering. Despite his availability, however, he is seen as a backup option to main players in each team. United have Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho in their ranks. Chelsea have settled with Cole Palmer and Raheem Sterling on the wings. Villa have shone with Leon Bailey and new man Morgan Rogers on the flanks, and even West Ham, who are likely the most unattractive option of the quintet, have shone with Mohamed Kudus and Jared Bowen out wide. Right now everyone, from the smallest outlet to the biggest fish insiders in the game, are competing to have the latest exclusive on the Michael Olise to Chelsea deal. Not only is it the biggest deal involving Chelsea that looks likely to happen this summer, it's also the biggest transfer story in the Premier League at the moment. Inch by inch, it looks to be coming closer to happening, and exclusive by exclusive we're reaching the end of this story. Team Talk have today dropped their 2 cents here, claiming that sources have told them that the latest Crystal Palace plan to keep Olise is going to fail. Last summer, in the face of serious interest in Olise, the Eagles managed to persuade him to sign a new contract and stay put for another year. In return, they inserted a release clause in his deal so that top clubs could come in for him without the pain of negotiating for a top player. Now they're trying the same trick, offering more money. Team talks say £100,000 to get Olise to stay another year, and crucially, to bump up his release clause further to a reported £100 million. This report says it's not going to work. They understand that Chelsea remain confident that the deal will happen. To us, this attempt by Palace never seemed like it had a great chance of working, frankly. Olise was patient and stayed another year, but that was likely because the £60 million or so release clause is still very achievable. Making it £100 million massively restricts who can pay it and how much they will be able to offer him in wages. That's to say nothing of his likely competitive desire to get out there and play for a top team now rather than delaying another year. Olise was also close to joining Chelsea last summer before Palace offered him a new deal, and now this summer they are trying exactly the same strategy. Now it's up to the player, and Palace have given permission to Chelsea, Newcastle United and Bayern Munich to talk to the player. Despite Palace offering Olise a new deal, Chelsea are really pushing and insisting and doing their best to land the French winger. If the 22-year-old puts pen to paper on fresh terms just 1 year after his last extension, it would be an undoubted blow to Chelsea's transfer plans over Olise, as his current deal is said to contain a complex £60 million exit clause. According to a report from HITC, Chelsea are monitoring his situation and they believe that he could be the ideal acquisition for them. The 26-year-old has established himself as a key player for AC Milan over the years and there is no doubt that he has the quality to improve Chelsea. The Blues spent a substantial amount of money on Marc Guiu, but the Spaniard has failed to live up to the expectations. Chelsea need to bring in an upgrade and Hernandez would be a solid acquisition. He has been a key player for club and country and he has the ability to succeed in the Premier League as well. The opportunity to join Chelsea could be an exciting one for the player and it remains to be seen whether the Blues come forward with an official proposal to sign him. AC Milan will not want to sell a key player like him and it remains to be seen how the situation develops. The defender has a contract with AC Milan until 2026 and the Italian giants are under no pressure to sell him this summer. Chelsea will have to come forward with a lucrative proposal in order to tempt them. Meanwhile, Chelsea will be hoping to push for major trophies next season. They missed out on Champions League qualification and they will be desperate to finish in the top 4 in the upcoming season. Signing the right players will certainly help them improve and Hernandez would help them tighten up defensively. The French international will add a new dimension to their attack going forward as well. Neither player set the world alight, however, and this has led to links to Theo Hernandez. The AC Milan star has flourished in Italy since leaving Real Madrid to join the Serie A giants in 2019. Known for his speed, dribbling qualities and eye for a goal, the French international made 46 appearances for Milan during the 2023-24 season, scoring 5 goals and assisting 11 more. Interestingly, as per Sky Sports, the 26-year-old's contract expires in 2026 and negotiations over a renewal have not yet taken place.